Gold and Blue Dude here with you again. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. This channel is growing, so come and join the Gold and Blue Dude family. Today, now I've been talking about football a lot because it's coming up and I'm excited about it, but today I wanted to talk about basketball just for a minute. On my live show last week, we kind of sort of got into this, when will West Virginia have another good shot at winning a national championship in any of the major sports, and will Bob Huggins bring a national championship in basketball to West Virginia? So I'm going to talk about that today because I think 2020 West Virginia fans, we should be very, very excited. And if you've watched my show and know my channel, you know that I don't blow smoke. If something doesn't look good, I'm going to say it. Last year, before the football season, I predicted 3 to 5 wins. I knew we weren't going to get to a bowl, and I thought 5 wins would have been a good year, and that's what Neal Brown hit. So, when I say good news for West Virginia in 2020, I mean good news. This is going to be a great year. If Bob Huggins is going to win a national championship at West Virginia, this could be the best shot. I know 2010, that was great. We had a great team. We got to the Final Four. This team has the potential to be better. We are very deep, and we have some talented players. So, last year, we finished in a 4-way tie in the Big 12, but because of tiebreakers, we were seeded number 6. So, I'm going to call it as finishing 6th in the Big 12 last year. Now, this upcoming year, I think we will definitely finish above that. Going into the season, they have us preseason ranked 24th. These preseason rankings are crazy. 2 years ago, they had West Virginia preseason ranked like number 11 or 13, somewhere in that area. I'm like, no. And of course, it turned out to be one of the worst years in the era of Bob Huggins, and I knew that was going to happen. So, pay no attention to the preseason rankings. Let's get into this. So, a lot of people want to talk about who we lost. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about who's coming back and who we have. So, let's go through the guards real quick. We have Taz Sherman. He came on strong late last year. He finished averaging 5.3 points per game and shooting 38.3%. Sean McNeil, another guard, he averaged 5.5 points per game and shot 36.9%. Miles McBride, he was very, very dependable. He had a few bad games, but my money was always on Miles. Last year, he averaged 9.5 points per game and shot 40.2%, the best shooter out of the guards returning. Then we have Jordan McCabe. He averaged 3.1 points per game and 31.1% for shooting. Now we go to the forwards. Now, I'm going to talk about Culver and Tshiebwe, but I'm going to leave them for last. So let's go through the other forwards. We have Emmett Matthews Jr. coming back. He averaged 6.3 points per game, 39.1%. That average could have been way higher had he not hit that slump. At one point, he was averaging double figures, definitely, like 14, 15 points. He was on fire. Then he hit the slump, so his average went down. So the potential for Emmett is sky high. So if he doesn't hit that slump again, then he should be averaging well into the double digits. We also have Gabe Osabwehin. He averaged 3.1 points per game, shooting 36.1%. Now we have some great incoming talent. We have 4-star forward Isaiah Cottrell out of Huntington, West Virginia. He has good hands and good feet. He's a great defensive player. He has long arms, shoots a good jumper, and this guy has NBA potential. This is a scouting report. That's what they say. NBA potential. That's big. Also, another recruit, Jalen Bridges out of Fairmont, West Virginia. He's a 4-star forward. He's quick. He's fast. He has range. He does need to bulk up and gain some strength, but he has quick hands, quick feet, great rebounder. Just needs to put on a little bit more weight there so he can bang with the big boys. So then we get to the major guys for our team, and this was great to hear that they're coming back. Derek Culver, and Oscar Tshiebwe. Now Derek Culver, he averaged 10.4 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, and shot the ball 45.7% Oscar Tshiebwe, even just a little bit better. He averaged 11.2 points per game, 9.3 rebounds per game, and shot the ball 55.2%. So the main thing that West Virginia needs to improve on, right off the bat, free throws. We all know that. We shot free throws horribly. We have to improve on that. The other thing is three-point percentage. If you notice, whenever I went through the guard stats, their shooting percentage was lower. But that's because we didn't shoot the three ball very well, and they still like to shoot it even though they weren't very good at it. So if they can get that nailed down and we can get our free throw shooting situated, this year could be a special year. Even in 2018, I thought West Virginia could have went to the Final Four, but it turned out that we ended up getting matched up against Villanova in the Sweet 16, who ended up being the eventual national champion. Out of all the teams that played Villanova, guess who played them the best? West Virginia. But it just so happened that we got them in the Sweet 16. This year, I don't think that would matter if we got a tough team earlier, but we do need that that 4 slot or higher. Need a 4 seed, 3 seed, 2 seed, or 1 seed. And yes, I think West Virginia has the potential to be a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament coming up in the 2020 and 21 season. So yeah, we're still in limbo about this pandemic, but I do think sports will be played. It just depends on how many games and if fans will be there. But get excited, West Virginia fans, because this could definitely 100% be the year that West Virginia wins a national championship in basketball. And I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't truly believe it, because I am, I'm not some guy that blows things up and thinks things that are crazy. No, I see it, I call it, I say it. So there you go. So my prediction, West Virginia will finish in the Big 12 1, 2, or 3. They will get into the NCAA tournament, at least a 4 seed or higher. And I'm going to go ahead and predict West Virginia will reach the Final Four. It just depends on what matchup they get and all that as to if they get to the national championship and win the national championship. But I do have West Virginia going to the Final Four. That's all I got for you today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Get excited, and I'll see you on my next video.